Right, okay, so I tried, essentially, again, as I've said previously, this is everything here is a complete first effort. I think I've bought enough kit and equipment to be able to do these sort of things, so there's only real ways best to learn is to just sort of dive in and swim, but as you can see by this video, it's pretty rough and ready. But yeah, okay, so just put the second one back together. This other 64 controller, as you can see, so the other 64 controller was actually pretty bad. As you can see from the other videos, it was pretty dirty inside. So I wanted to see if could I get it any better. So I had a couple of ideas, and essentially it's just the plastic inside, the sort of runners, they get really ground down. I did try. Now, again, you don't know unless you try. I tried some epoxy. So you know the glues that you can sort of mix together and it comes hard and becomes essentially like a resin. I thought, okay, so maybe I can fill in the gaps, because you can see over the years where this controller's sort of ground down over many hours of GoldenEye, which I can completely understand, to be honest. And then essentially it just ground it down, so that's where you get all that powder. It's just all the plastic's just been ground down. So I thought, okay, could I replace it? And that was a pretty finicky job to try and replace the plastic in those grooves and then file it down, just like a little tiny file. It didn't work because it didn't bond to the actual plastic, so essentially once I was grinding it down, it just came away, so it was no good. Right, so I was like, okay, plan B. And I saw in another video, you know, those restoration videos, forgive me, I forget the name, but they're really good. I love watching them, I think they're amazing. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. Yeah, he just takes consoles that are in the worst condition and completely revamps them, and like almost at times, like he'll repaint the logos, he'll completely whiten the plastic with it's hydrogen peroxide. I think it's the things that dye your hair, but if you put it under a UV lamp, it brings the plastic back to life. They're amazing videos. Like, his content is just, you know, it's just amazing. Check them out. Don't watch this, go watch that. You know. Anyway, so I thought I could do that, and he actually found a way to replace the plastic and then find it down. So that's what I was trying, but it didn't work. So I thought, okay, I'll try an actual plastic weld, which is, again, it's like an epoxy with two substances, mix them together and they become hard. Tried that, and it went hard, but again it just wouldn't bond to the plastic, so it was no good. Yeah, so it just wouldn't bond to the plastic. But I mean, I'll show you these two in a second. They're a lot cleaner. They're, you know, and again, it was a good learning experience getting in and sort of being able to essentially clean them. So they're a lot cleaner than they were. They still function. Some of that plastic weld actually exists with this controller, so there's actually a little bit, so there's not as much give. So you know that N64 thumbsticks, they become really loose. Yeah, it's still a little bit loose, so as you can see there's still a little bit of play, but you know, it's a bit grindy. So I think if you're going on a particularly challenging Mario 64 level where you've got balance, I don't think you can stand a chance, to be honest. But again, good learning curve. I figured out essentially what won't work, you know, and that's what it's about, isn't it? So yeah, I'm putting this one back together. I'll do a close up in a minute. As you can see, it's actually a little bit better, sort of a before and after. And yeah, again, good learning experience. I'm sure there are many more to come. Yeah, right. Cool.